Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cinema Scrutiny podcast, the podcast where we take you through all the TV, film, and streaming news this past week that we found worth talking about. I am, as always, John, joined by my co-host, Billy. How you doing,
Hello,
Bill?
we're back. I'm back. Doing good.
That's good,
It's
that's
been a good
good.
week.
Yeah, it's been a great week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have some
excited.
good news.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll get into it. So, we're going to be talking about all kinds of news today. We got some Snyder Cut info, some Disney news, a lot of superhero stuff, like always, just because that's how cinema works. Hollywood only does one thing at a time.
It's been gentrified, John.
Yeah.
It's just all superheroes. That's all everybody wants.
Hmm.
We're living in the boys, dude. We're living in it.
Honestly, it's very close.
It's fucked up.
Oh, God. All right, well, living with that heartbreaking nightmare, let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
All right. And first today, we are going to talk about something that is actually really surprising to me because they confirmed kind of at the beginning that they weren't going to do it. And that is Zack Snyder is going to get new scenes filmed for the Justice League later this year. And this article says with Ray Fisher, but I've heard confirmation of a lot of people coming back. Henry Cavill said he wasn't, but so far nobody
he
else
is.
has disagreed with the statement. So
I read that Cavill, Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot are coming back.
yeah, see, so I read that all of them are coming back initially, and then Henry Cavill like publicly came out during. He's like doing interviews right now for Enola Holmes, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
actually a good movie if you haven't seen it. And he shot it down. He's like, I'm personally not going back, but
Hmm.
yeah, but also like it's interesting because the timing of the interview and like when this came out is like kind of overlapping to when he answers the questions.
Yeah.
So it is possible that he just wasn't ready to reveal that yet, and like somebody kind of preemptively asked him, and he wasn't sure if it was available.
Right, right.
So he still could be coming back, but as of right now, he hasn't like changed his like public stance, I guess.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I think even if he does come back, it's only like a week of shooting.
Yeah,
It's from what the report says. It's 1 week of shooting, and it's just really probably going to be some pickup dialogue shots. Nothing too like substantial. Like it's going to change a bunch of stuff.
mm-hmm.
But I think we knew this from the start that there was going to be some sort of reshoot at some point. Very like minor, but not like
Yeah.
super extensive.
To me, I thought the original was that they only had so much money and that like they weren't looking for reshoots. Like they were just gonna kind of film around what they already had and just edit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see everyone coming back, especially if they're coming back next month. Like I'm interested to see how they work the COVID clearance and all that. Because right now, obviously, Batman barely lasted like 3 days before they had to stop, and then they started again.
Right.
So it's like, how safe can it be? Are we gonna be always like on a like soundstage? Are they gonna try to get a setback? Probably only soundstage stuff.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like they're gonna build a set on a soundstage with
Mm,
green screen and just go for it.
yeah, I'm interested to see what they need to pick up. I'm sure
Yeah.
Zach is working on it and he knows exactly what he needs. Like one, two, three, we're out of here.
Yep.
But it just I don't know. Especially getting basically the entire Justice League back, like everyone except for I guess Ezra Miller, which is
Yeah, I didn't
weird.
see Ezra Miller,
Or
and I also I didn't
Jason
see Jason
Momoa.
Momoa in
Yeah.
there either. But I mean, in the long run, it's only a week of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like for someone like me, that's a long shoot because I've really like worked on shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And a short will take you anywhere from you could shoot it in a day or you could shoot it in 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
But a week, that's like, you're talking about a decent chunk of content, but in the grander scheme of things, for a movie this size, not that much content probably.
Sure.
Probably pretty small. I can't imagine they definitely won't be doing anything action wise.
Hmm.
So I would assume it'll be dialogue bits, maybe conversations.
Yeah. Do you
Snippet.
think that Snyder is trying to get these shots to like fix the script that he already has and pick up extra audio that he needs to make conversations make more sense, or because the Snyder cut is like four parts that are all an hour plus long? Do you think he's
Yeah.
just trying to get more like content just to keep the hours?
Um, it could be a mix of both, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm thinking in my head like how much like solid runtime are they gonna get out of the shoot from a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by solid runtime, I mean like it's 100% going into the film
Yeah.
or 4-part episode, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes max.
Mm. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe you could probably get a little more if it's just all dialogue, but that's
Yeah,
just.
yeah, that's true too. I mean, like it's again, it's not. It definitely won't be action. There's no way.
Mm.
There's not enough time in a week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 10 to 20 minutes probably, and it could be just like little like dialogue fixes to like piece the story together.
Yeah.
Um, but I can't imagine it's anything brand new. Like nothing. I can't imagine it be like a brand new thing we haven't seen before. Maybe I'm
Gotcha.
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like either way, we're probably not going to know just because, there's already an extra hour and a half of shot footage already that they just didn't put in the film.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Exactly.
it'll be like, there'll be probably like 2 hours of new content, but it's like, oh, did you just reshoot any of that? Like, what, where is it going?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Also, if I was Zach, and this is a terrible, terrible professional move, I would just like get like long cuts of everybody just like looking like intensely like you're listening to somebody, and then I would get shots of everyone from the back, and then if you need to add more dialogue later, you can just throw it right over it and then just show them from the back so that you don't see them talking, and then you cut back to like Gal Gadot and she just looks like perplexed by what someone's saying,
Yeah.
and then like all you need is like, all right, like Ben Affleck, just like call me on your phone and I'm just gonna record it and we're gonna go. Like I did, you know what I mean? And it's stupid, but like
That's
again,
super on the fly. It's super on the fly.
yeah, but also like I don't know if Zach's been like, because I mean he's been petitioning forever, right? Like he's like, let's get the Snyder cut. Like everyone's so excited, he's behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
Was he actually thinking about it though? Especially even if you're thinking of like, oh, I'm gonna make a Snyder cut. Would you think that Warner Brothers was gonna come to you and be like, actually, we want like a 4-hour cut? I would think no. I would think they would want like my initial cut of the film.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know,
don't know if he's like flying by the seat of his pants or if he has like a full plan for like all 4 hours.
the joke is that it was always a 4-hour cut, and Warner Brothers never wanted it to be a 4-hour cut. That wouldn't even surprise me.
Hmm.
Because Watchmen is like isn't the director's cut like 3 hours long, 3.5 hours, some crazy.
I don't know. I've only seen the actual like this regular film.
I think the director's cut is like 3.5 hours long.
Yikers.
It's like insane,
Yeah.
but you know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Scorsese's got 3.5 hour long movies, 4 hour long movies.
Yeah, that shit's so fucking
So-
annoying. Oh.
Yeah, it just happens. And some people they get so in depth in the story that they just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
So
All right, well, hopefully Zach has the passion. I mean, we'll watch it. I got nothing else going on.
we're watching it.
Yeah.
We're 100% watching it.
All
So-
right. Well, while we wait, we can spend time waiting for even more things.
That's right.
Because, Disney has postponed, and Disney has postponed Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and a bunch of stuff, which means we were wrong last week.
Yeah, guys, if you watched last week's episode, we're taking a fat L this week on all of our predictions for what Disney was going to do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm not going to lie.
I'm also surprised. Even like at not even just like the move, but like the extent of the move. Like so Black Widow moved from November to May of next year, which is like 6 months, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised about Eternals and Shang-Chi moving.
Mhm.
I figured like I always thought those were going to move. But I'm surprised they're really committing to Black Widow in the theater, which is I don't blame them. I don't think it's a bad move, and I don't think it's not smart. But like I said last week, and I'll stick by this. I think that it's guaranteed money on Disney Plus, no matter what you do with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It kind of sucks. Obviously, we've been waiting. We're still waiting. That's really what the movie industry is all about right now. Just waiting. We're all just waiting. I think.
Yeah,
Not fun.
so I'm reading this. This is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah,
So one, the Kingsman is on here, which is that's the Kingsman prequel.
right.
Big upsetty, but it got moved to. Oh, it got moved up. Oh,
Ooh,
got moved from February 26th to February 12th. Okay, I like that. West Side Story is on here. That also got. Oh no, that got pushed back a full year. That's
oh,
upsetting because I just like West Side Story. And I want to see what Steven Spielberg does with that.
yeah.
They cut two films that were never named, which means I guess they just didn't even start them. So the thing that interests me here, and I don't know, like this almost doesn't even feel true to me. I feel like this should be the real fucking story. Is that Shang-Chi got pushed to January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July. Hold up. Sorry, I gotta use my fucking. I gotta count. Shang-Chi got moved to July 9th. Eternals is November 5th.
Yeah.
So Shang-Chi is now coming out before Eternals,
Before
and
Eternals.
Eternals is done, and I don't even think Shang-Chi has started filming.
Shang-Chi did start filming.
Oh my god.
They have started. I don't know if they're currently filming. I would assume they must be if they're shooting for a July release.
This is to me that's insane. Like I'm sure you can like rework the end, the after credit scenes to make it all work. But like the fact that you have Eternals and you're like, yeah, like it's already done, we're good. But like you're gonna wait, you're gonna put Shang-Chi ahead of that? Like that's crazy.
Maybe Shang-Chi is like the sauce.
And I
Maybe they
mean,
got some crazy stuff going on in there.
there's no doubt in my mind that Shang-Chi's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm hyped for a trailer. I want to see what it's going to look like.
yeah, it's just so
They're going to rip off
weird
your fist.
that like, imagine you're working on Shang-Chi, right? Like you're the director, like all this crazy COVID stuff's happening, it sucks. But you're like, okay, well, they're gonna pad me out. Like Black Widow's gonna come out next year, then Eternals is gonna come out, and then I'll have all this extra time to edit and like, work on the film. And then they just come to you and they're like, actually, even though Eternals has been fully edited and finished, we're just gonna make you go first, and you have 6 less months. And you're like, huh?
Can you imagine that, like, between like the two, between the two movies that are coming out after Endgame, like, right after Endgame, the brand new characters, out of like the brand new ones being introduced, you have Shang-Chi and Eternals. You never would have guessed either of these would have ever been made.
No, that's true.
But like, I would have guessed Eternals before Shang-Chi could even
Yeah,
exist because I didn't even know who Shang-Chi was before they announced it.
yeah,
So I respect it. I respect. Uh, they definitely have confidence in it. They
yeah.
must have
So
confidence in it. They like what they're seeing.
here's my thing. Are they pushing Eternals back into a holiday release because holiday is like a better market? I feel like probably not better than summer. But
Well, we talked about this like last week, the week before. Is it a holiday release can be a good move.
yeah, Star Wars always
Um,
hits the holidays.
Star Wars took over the holidays when they came back through Disney.
Yeah,
Um, it just depends on the type of movie. It's got to be a little bit more colorful, family friendly type of thing.
sure.
But
Hmm.
it's all about that marketability, I guess. Summer's for the big blockbusters, the big, action superhero
Yeah.
move, I guess. But I'm trying to think like what's the last Marvel movie that came out around Christmas? Like
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember release
I don't
dates
think
or
any of them
anything.
come out in December. I
No.
can't think of a movie that came out in December.
Maybe
Maybe
the
November.
reason that they move these around is because of what you were saying earlier. Like we're talking about adding new characters to the MCU,
Yeah.
and maybe because like the Eternals is literally like 10 people. Like I don't know exactly how many, but it's like a large cast of characters that are all important.
Hmm.
Like it's like a team. You know what I mean? So
Right. Right.
maybe just like easing people back into the universe, you can just be like, here's Shang-Chi's movie. It's just him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you only have to learn one new face and then like one new villain. So like you can kind of ease yourself back in, and then all of a sudden the Eternals hits, and it's like 6 new mainline heroes, and all this other stuff. So maybe that's why. Maybe they just think it's like an easier movie to like come back in on.
Yeah. It probably is.
Hmm.
It's probably true because you have like a new unknown team movie
Yeah.
Like, if you remember when Guardians first came out, everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Who are these randoms?" And the more like heavy comic book community was like, "Oh, this is sick! I can't believe they're doing this."
Yeah.
And obviously, Guardians became what it did. But I think Eternals is in a very similar place right now, where people are like, "I don't know who these people are. Never heard of them." And there's definitely less hype around it.
Yeah.
And I think with Shang-Chi, it's probably going to be a better sell, because, well, I mean, regardless, like, he's also an unknown character,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be, like you said, easier to sell a single person than a team.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We'll have to
Um,
see what happens.
Hopefully, they don't get pushed back again. Hopefully, vaccines are much more prominent at this time,
Yeah.
especially by Black Widow time.
Oh my god, dude. I just need like they can't. I know that they can do it and they have the money to hold back and they'll make money,
Yeah.
but they just got to show it to me. I'm so tired.
Yeah. It's been over a year now. We've been waiting for this. So,
Yeah. Hopefully that means that we'll get a Shang-Chi trailer in Black Widow because theoretically
oh,
it
they
could be
definitely
done.
will.
Yeah.
They definitely will. If it's out in theaters, yeah. If they
Yeah.
don't push it, then yes.
And The Kingsman for February is actually that's very exciting because I am really really hyped for that film.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I
Just
feel like
because, like,
it just
it's
kind
a
of
little bit on
disappears.
the back burner.
But
You know,
also the trailer is so cool.
it is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
that's
those
gonna be
films are
cool
good too.
because, we both like the Kingsman series. It's been pretty good. Like,
Yeah, two is definitely worse than one, but the first one was great.
yeah, and I mean, I think an origin story is also cool for that.
Mm-hmm.
But off
All right.
topic. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, jump into our next superhero-induced topic. This one's actually pretty exciting, especially if you watched The Boys last week and got hooked like Billy did.
yeah, I don't
And
know if you guys know this, but this podcast is now a boys' podcast. So
yeah, yeah,
no,
honestly,
no girls allowed.
yeah. So The Boys, obviously massive hit, right? It is getting a spin-off, which is sick. It's going to be a spin-off that focuses on superheroes at a superhero college that is funded by Vought, which is like the main corporation. So
Right.
basically, they're making Sky High, but rated R in the boys' universe, which is sick.
Making Sky High, but in college with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is interesting. I saw this in passing this week,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really pay too much attention to it. And then, we added it to our slate here for today. But
Yep.
obviously, like, I'm very new to the boys, and I've been on my kick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm about to be caught up on season 2. But this will be interesting. I'm wondering how much they're gonna refer to this. I'm sure they're gonna refer to the 7 a lot, or
Yeah.
they're at least gonna be very prominent in the background.
I'm sure you'll probably even get some cameos from the Seven.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
I'm
even. Hmm.
I'm curious if there's gonna be non-hero um, characters involved. I feel like they might just go full hero
Yeah, I doubt
and
it.
just
I
full
feel like
superhero like college.
you couldn't probably get in if you didn't have a power.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think this is definitely gonna be like, obviously, like we've seen the show and no spoilers, but like the show's very raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the raunchy humor of it all, like just thinking of it in a college setting, it's gonna be like intense. I feel like they're gonna dial it up. And
Yeah.
It's a
It's
lot.
going to be crazy. I think they're probably going to set it before the actual show just because they don't want to like contaminate the plot points and the plot lines.
Yeah, probably.
But speaking of, I just want to like touch on this because this article mentioned it and I'm seeing it for the first time. Was that you're new to the boys and like you're excited about it and hopefully some of our viewers are new to it. Apparently, the series has seen 89% growth from people watching this season over the first season. So
Holy.
like the show's exploding
Yeah.
to the point where on top of this they also have a like a Talking Dead, like in The Walking Dead, like an after show
Yeah.
where after the episode comes out you can go watch this after show that's another hour where they just talk about the episode. So
Right,
like
right.
Amazon, I don't know how much traction the first season got. In my mind, a lot because it was even popular back then.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like they must have so many people watching this to put
They
it
definitely.
in like instantly green light season 3 before season 2 comes out, announce a spin-off, get an after show, like insanity.
Yeah, and I didn't see too much. I felt like I didn't see like as much marketing for the boys as I did like a few months ago, but I see it all the time. Like I was watching UFC this just past Saturday, and they had the boys ads all over it,
Yeah.
all over the place. And I was like, "Yep, great show. Let's promote the fuck out of this."
Yeah, I guess it's just blowing up. I mean, I would love to see the final numbers after, like, even with it's an episodic fucking release and it's still blowing up.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah,
I would love to see, 2 weeks from now, the season 2 will end. I'd love
yeah,
to see the final numbers, and because this might not be like an Emmy-winning thing for Amazon, which they have with Fleabag and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, but
yeah,
it's raking in the views.
yeah. This is definitely their blockbuster type of Stranger Things type of moneymaker.
Yeah.
So
God. And I know we talked about it last week, but I'm just so glad that like there's some streaming service that's making this fucking wild ass content.
yeah,
Like,
definitely. It's good to like we said last week. I think it's a nice refresher for just the marketplace in general,
yeah,
because no one else, like you said, no one else is doing this stuff, um, and no one's taking these kind of risks with like TV shows like this. Like,
yeah, for real.
so I don't know. Good news for the boys. I'm sure we'll be tuning into this spinoff,
Oh my
and we
god,
will be
yeah.
covering it as it comes at us.
Oh yeah. Oh, what if it's Homelander in college? That'd be crazy.
Oh, dude, you know what? If it's in the past with like these, like the seven in college, like that'd be cool. But
Mm.
I'm also thinking like, the guy who like competes with A Train, like
Yeah.
the other speedster. Like my first thought was like it's gonna be that guy in
Mm.
college. Like he's gonna be one of the main characters.
Gotcha. Like they're gonna take some of the side heroes and like put them through college.
Yeah, like it's still a few years before in the
Yeah.
past, but like it's gonna be some of the side heroes that we don't really see too much of.
Yeah, I would even love to see some of like the original, some of the seven, like Lamplighter, who's in season
Yeah,
2. He's alluded to in season 1, but he's like one of the
yeah,
original seven, and he's played by Sean Ashmore, and I just think
yeah.
he's a
He's got
fantastic.
the fire powers, right?
Yeah, yeah. He also
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
Iceman in X-Men, if anyone's seen that.
Right,
But I just
right,
love
right.
him as an actor, so like I would love to see him play just like more.
Yeah,
And I don't know. I
definitely.
feel like he looks like low key. I mean, and I'm not trying to like hype this dude up, but like, watching him in The Boys like season 2, this dude looks exactly like he did 20 years ago in X
Yeah,
Men.
he does.
Like the
He
dude doesn't
does.
age. Like if you just put him back in college, I'd be like, yep, there he is. Bam, beautiful. So
Yeah, no, he is good. It's good
yeah,
to see him getting some work.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, let's keep on trucking. So next, this is a surprise announcement for me. I did not see this coming at all, but I'm so happy that it is here.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that
This
is
is good.
Sam Jackson. Nick Fury is getting a Disney Plus Marvel series.
Oh yeah, they're
Nutty.
dishing out the Disney Plus money, dude. They're ready.
Yes.
They, yeah, and I know we haven't seen any of these Disney Plus shows yet, but like, I don't think it's a secret that we're fucking hyped for every single one of them.
Oh my
I don't
god,
think,
yeah.
I don't think any one of these Disney Plus shows looks bad. So
Yeah, especially after seeing the trailer for WandaVision and seeing the level of quality. Not, I
yeah, that
mean,
they're putting into
whether or
everything.
not the script comes together or not, just like the production value.
Yeah,
Like it basically looks like the movie. Like the
movie
vision
level
looks
quality.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
insanity.
Now, this Nick Fury show, we don't have like, there's no details out yet. It's just a report that they're working on it. What do you think they're going to cover in this? Do you think they're going to go in the past? Do you think they're going to go with like him underground right now?
I don't know. So, full spoilers for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I guess. If you haven't seen this, let's
If you're not up to date, then
jump along. So, one, I think they're going to bring back Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill.
definitely.
Let's bring her in. Great character, great actress, sidekick to Nick Fury. Bam. There's a lot of places. So, like, honestly, and I was thinking about it, like, Nick Fury dropped off the map, and, like, he just became so irrelevant And I
Yeah.
hate that because I think his character is so interesting and never gets explanations.
Yeah, he's very
So
much like a mystery, like in the shadows character now.
yeah, so like at the end of Age or at the end of Cap 2, maybe he's like, I'm just gonna go to Europe and I'm gonna do a bunch of random shit, and like he disappears, and then he
Yeah.
shows up inside of it, like he pops out of a tractor in Age of Ultron. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
he just shows up.
yeah, but like he hasn't really done much, right? And obviously, the very last thing we see him do is the forward from, I believe it's the end of Captain Marvel. You see him like hanging out with all of the Kree or the Skrulls
Right.
in
Yeah.
like a giant ship, and like he's deep in space on some sort of crazy mission, right?
Yeah.
So my guess is that they're not going to go back in time because as much as I love like discovering different parts of like the universe, I think it's this show can be such a platform to move it forward. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
definitely.
So I'm thinking,
We're talking about the guy with like the most knowledge on the planet, like the
yeah.
most like knowledge that nobody else knows about.
So I'm thinking him and the Skrulls, Ben Mendelsohn.
Yep.
Maybe they're not always scrolly, probably to save money, even though it doesn't feel like they're trying to save money. But him and the Skrulls, and I think they're gonna found Sword, and I think it's gonna
That'd be
be about
cool.
Sword, and that's gonna like protrude the universe deeper into like all the weird stuff, and then we can take
Oh,
that and follow it up.
that'd be hot. So now he's not director of Shield anymore. He's director of Sword.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
Fucking love it. I'm in. Sold
Yeah,
me.
that's what I'm talking about. And you do. There's like, you don't see it in the films, but there's actually an allusion to it in Infinity War. And Captain Marvel, the pager that he uses to call her on the backside of it, which you never see in the film, but like they obviously it's a real object. The backside has a Sword logo on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
So I think that this is like the perfect opportunity to do that. Kevin Feige keeps talking about like expanding the universe. And if
Right.
the Sword is seeking out crazy bullshit, I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm. I love that idea. I think that'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'd be like it would be the only Disney Plus show that would be like like expanding into like space and like
Mm-hmm.
outside of Earth elements, which
Yeah.
I think is something that realistically they would want to
Yeah,
have.
I think especially given like the level of detail on this so far, I think that you could almost work this into Guardians 3 or
Oh,
Guardians.
definitely.
We're on Guardians 3, yeah. And like you set this up, he finds some weird shit in space, and then all of a sudden the Guardians are still out in space. And like
Yeah.
they come together, kind of like how WandaVision is supposed to come into Doctor Strange, which even though they say that, that feels so weird now because Doctor Strange isn't even slated for like next year.
Yeah,
So we'll see. We'll see how that happens.
it'd be interesting. Yeah, I mean the whole time. I mean, like the whole release schedule timeline is going to be fucked up now.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, like Marvel content is Marvel content. We're
Yeah.
gonna watch regardless, and we're gonna keep up regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, like realistically, like in the scheme of like the release schedule for Marvel, like if you switched around things here and there, like it won't like totally screw up like what their plan is, like what the overall story is happening, the overall arc.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know. They always make it work. They always make it work somehow. So
Yeah. I am very excited to see this. I did like Sam Jackson's so good. Nick Fury, so interesting.
yeah,
Well-
super interesting character and super underutilized because they just kind of stopped using him.
Yeah, it just kind
Probably
of
because Sam Jackson's expensive to get into the movies, but
That's also true. Yeah.
you know, on
I
top of
think
all,
the
everyone
shows-
else's budget.
Yeah, I feel like the films just didn't need him. Like all of a sudden they had something else to kind of drive the plot forward.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
That too.
I feel like he definitely could have shown up or done something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd have been nice to see him in like Civil War or something.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. that'd be
Anyway.
cool. Y'all motherfuckers can't handle yourselves for 5 minutes.
You need me to come here and fix everything, right?
Yeah. I feel like maybe that's why he's not in Civil War because he would just like he'd grab Tony and he'd grab Cap and like crack their skulls together, and he'd be like, "We're gonna talk about this. Are you fucking stupid?" And that's too easy of a plot fix. I don't know. All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna jump ahead. So the last news story for the week from us is that Indiana Jones 5, and this is a shock to no one, is in shambles. So, for anyone who doesn't remember, Indiana Jones 5 was originally announced in 2016, basically like right off the back, or like right around the same time that Force Awakens was like either coming out or being talked about.
Yeah,
And they were
it
like,
was
yeah,
like
Harrison's going to do that, then he's going to do this, and it's crazy.
yeah, it was basically like Disney saying we're giving Harrison his last hurrah with his old shit, and
Yeah.
it's like okay,
So, anyway,
okay,
since then, there have been tons of delays, tons of schedule changes, whether it's, Harrison Ford breaking bones, which he does a lot. He crashed a plane.
he crashes planes a lot too.
Yeah, multiple times. But anyway, so in February of this year, Steven Spielberg stepped down as director, and they announced James Mangold was going to replace him. And
Decent news. It's not terrible news, but
yeah,
you know, when Spielberg steps down, then it's like, all right, well, what are we doing?
yeah. So now the screenwriter David Cope, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's right there.
Yeah,
He was saying that like he came out just like recently and said that the reason that everything fell apart was because nobody could agree on the script, and that's between him, Spielberg, Disney, and Harrison. So like the four of
yeah,
them could just never come together on it.
yeah. I don't think this is a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they stepped down initially, it was because of you know the classic creative differences.
Uh-huh.
Um, and if we're being honest here, like I like Indiana Jones as much as the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like all of them, and people have their thoughts on Crystal Skull. Like, think it's trash.
Yeah.
That's fine. I like it for what it is, but does Indiana Jones need to happen in 2020 or 2022, whenever the fuck thing's coming out? Like,
Mm,
no, and it doesn't. It doesn't need to continue. It doesn't need to happen. It's
yeah.
fine where it is. Harrison Ford's old as fuck. Like, please let the man rest and not fucking break his hip.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this shouldn't happen. Like, I'm not going to say that. Like, if this movie ever comes out, I will be seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will be doubting it because what are you doing with this character? I want to know. I want to know what Spielberg thought. I'm sure Spielberg had obviously he had an idea of what he wanted to do. He was very excited about this when they announced it.
Mm-hmm.
He was the driving force of this happening.
Yeah.
And then when he stepped down and they gave it to James Mangold, he became the producer. He's like, I'm stepping away from the creative part of this. I'm just going to produce it.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of, it doesn't sound like, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like there's any heart in it anymore. And that's not to say James Mangold doesn't care or like isn't going to put it forward, but like,
Yeah.
we're talking about the initial creator.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that was originally what they were going for. The screenwriter David Cope or Coep, whatever. He is the writer behind Logan, which is like a return to form for the character and like like a classic ending, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what they tried to find again. They're just trying to find like that initial feeling that you get from watching the first movie.
Yeah.
And when they couldn't find that or they couldn't agree on it, they just abandoned it. Steven left. He left. And yeah, I agree. I feel like now, like, it's still technically slated for 2022, which at the time Harrison Ford will be 80 years old.
Yeah.
So like, at this point, like, there's no heart. Like, even if you have a writer and like James Mangold, good director, if I remember him correctly.
He's very good.
And it's just unfortunate. Like, I just don't think this is gonna happen. I think he's too old. I think he was too old, fucking 6 years ago when they announced it.
He was too old then. I mean, if you're being honest, like when he did Crystal Skull, he was too fucking old.
Yeah, well, they were trying to get Shia LaBeouf to take him over.
I know, and to be honest, I'm not totally opposed to that. Shia LaBeouf's a good actor. He's fucking a little crazy.
Yeah,
but a lot of people are. I don't know.
I don't think he could be Indiana Jones anymore.
I don't think he could either. It's been too fucking long for that shit.
Yeah, especially he fully tattooed his chest for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did it for the last film he was in. He was like a drug kingpin. And
Nice.
he just fully tattooed his body, no hesitation, real tattoos.
Sick.
And
That's sick.
Indiana Jones, that's not gonna fly. No way.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he's
they
never.
just make up his chest probably,
Mm.
but or CG it. I don't know what they do.
They just wouldn't bring him back. He's a psychopath.
I don't think Disney would bring Shia LaBeouf in
Yeah.
at all. But I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to know what Spielberg's initial story was, and I'm sure one day we'll figure out what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But it just, I want to know what is so like, what could that story have been that Spielberg fought so fucking hard for, and then he finally just said, "I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to fight for this anymore because we're not going to meet in the middle." Like
Yeah.
what?
And then he was
What
like, "Fuck you, I'm
story
doing
are
West Side Story."
what kind of Indiana Jones story are you trying to tell where he's fucking 80 years old?
The last one.
You're gonna kill him. You're gonna fucking kill him. That's what's gonna happen. No, like
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of my a lot of people I went to film school with were like Indiana Jones 5. Fuck that. That's fucking stupid.
Mm.
Like, and I can't disagree. Like I'm gonna see it if it happens, but I can't disagree with that sentiment. Like,
Mhm.
what are you doing? What are you doing with this? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to be negative about it, and I like James Mangold, and I hope he does well with it. But like, come on, guys, what are we doing?
Yeah. I'm sure if anything, we're gonna see this get canned and then give it like maybe 2 years, and like 2025 they announce it with Chris Pratt.
A
And it's
reboot.
just- yeah. It's just Indiana Jones. Like, I could see that happening. I don't know how long they'll give
Yeah.
it, but like definitely 100%.
How old is Chris Pratt?
Oh, he's not 80. And clearly,
He's not 80.
Clearly, that's the only limit you need to be Indiana Jones.
I guess so. I just like he's
Sean,
fucking 41.
Sean
fucking
Connery
41.
still alive?
No.
Let's just get him back. There's no way. He's alive. Ha!
Sean Connery's alive.
You son of a bitch.
Where's he been?
He's 90 years old.
Jesus Christ! Don't bring him back.
He was born 1930. I think we bring him back for this film.
That was definitely Spielberg's idea. Disney was like, "We're gonna kill him."
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Oh geez. Well,
Good for Sean Connery.
yeah, good for Sean Connery. I'm happy you're alive, bud. We love you.
Keep on living.
Please.
Holy.
Fucking. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that ends our news for the week. Harrison Ford. Hopefully, you get to do what you want, which I doubt is this film. So, the thing we're going to move on to is our discussion topic for the week, which is so there was a rumor circulating for Doctor Strange 2 that what's the name of the director now? Oh God.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, thank you, Sam Raimi. I just couldn't. I was like Scott Derrickson. It was the first one.
Yeah.
So Sam Raimi is apparently looking for other actors in Hollywood to recast as famous MCU characters from alternate realities. And so the main rumor is this picture that I'm going to show now. Is Tom Cruise is going to have a cameo as alternate dimension Iron Man. And that's, first of all, if that's true, sick. That is so sick.
That's awesome.
So anyway, based off this rumor and just like the fun that we can have theorizing on it, we're just going to go through a couple of characters and just talk about the potential replacements or cameos that we could see.
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't like this is a obviously like this is a report, a rumor. We don't know if it's actually going to happen, but if it does happen, I can't see there being more than like 3 cameos, like
Yeah,
max.
that's true.
But we're gonna throw our casting out there.
Yeah,
for,
we're
like,
gonna name like 30 characters.
Yeah, we're still gonna name at least 5 characters that we would like to see recast as wacky actors.
Yeah,
So why not, right?
some
Why
good
fucking?
ones. I would love to see as many as possible, but you're right. It'll probably only be a few.
I can't imagine it be more than like 2 or 3. But fuck it, dude. We gotta throw it out there.
Yeah.
If Tom Cruise is up for Iron Man, oh fuck yeah, dude. We're throwing it out there.
All right, so let's work our way down the initial one. So we blocked out, I believe, 1, 2, 3. We blocked out 5 that we both agreed on and then we were gonna pick some like extra characters and see where we landed.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start. I guess let's start with Iron Man, just because I got him on screen right here, Tom Cruise.
That's right.
So I have three choices, but I will let you go first.
Well, John, I'm glad you put this picture up. Because this is the fucking way. I'm picking Tom Cruise. This is the fucking truth. I'm riding with it. It's a cop out. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I want Tom Cruise in that goddamn suit.
Yeah, especially I'm looking at him with like a beard right now. It's looking great. It's like a beautiful. I could see it.
It's such a cop out for me to be like, oh fuck yeah, Tom Cruise, but like,
yeah,
Tom Cruise. Fuck yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so if you're gonna go like full on Tom Cruise, ride or die, I'll just list my three characters or my three people straight up. So George Clooney.
Oh no.
I know, oh no, but like he could totally just fit in the suit. He's got like the. I just see it. I just see them doing it.
Holy fuck.
Russell Crowe, a little Kal-El, or whatever his name is. Sorrow.
Oh my
like
God.
I just remember him being Superman's dad. He looked good.
Yeah, he does look good.
Yeah, and so here's the real kicker. This one I literally just came up with right before the show when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So this one's even more Marvel. It's deep in the lore, right? We get Sam Rockwell, Justin Hammer.
Holy.
He's Iron Man. It's not even Tony Stark.
Oh, that'd be trippy as hell. That'd be sick.
It'd be crazy.
I have like no, none of my picks are really that trippy. But I thought about that when I was casting. I was like, how fucking wacky can we get with this? Like, someone who like is an old character that like is like replaces a main character. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would have to make connection to Doctor Strange, right? Because like, does Doctor Strange know who Justin Hammer is? Like, would he? I guess that's for the audience to make the connection.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think that he would. I think that he would be able to be like, you know,
what the fuck?
Yeah, like you would see the Iron Man suit, and he would be like, "Oh, Tony." Like, well, I guess he wouldn't be like, "Oh, Tony." He'd be like, "You're fucking dead." Like, what the fuck's going on?
Holy.
And then all of a sudden, the helmet would come off, and it's Justin Hammer without the glasses and with the goatee, and he goes, "Who's Tony?" And then he goes, "Huh?" And he's like, "I'm Iron Man," and he's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's just deep cut.
Sorry, my fucking house phone's ringing. Holy shit.
I was about to say, it sounded like you went like full high pitch and like just disappeared. But yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. We're doing
technical difficulties.
Live.
We're live.
Yeah.
We're live.
Fuck it, I'll do it live. All right.
But I like that idea. I'm with that.
Yeah. Okay. So going off of that idea, let's move on to Thor, God of Thunder.
Oh fuck yeah.
All right. Who you got?
I have a lot of hard picks. Okay.
Okay. Give me the hard pick.
All right. So there's a show we've been talking about recently, John. That we like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a certain actor holds a very thick accent on said show. Now.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
Oh yes, I fucking would.
That'd be crazy.
Fucking Carl Urban, baby. We're putting him in the fucking Asgardian suit.
Boy.
It'd be sick, dude. Carl Urban is meant for a fucking role like this.
That would be crazy.
Like, obviously, like these are just cameos, but like I'm thinking in like the broad aspect of like who the fuck would we want to see as Thor if it was a different world?
Yeah.
Carl Urban, dude.
So Thor,
I love his fucking accent in The Boys.
Yeah.
He's a big fucking guy. He wasn't Ragnarok.
He wasn't Ragnarok.
But he looked not like Carl Urban.
I don't think you'd be able to tell, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell. They'd probably give him a wig. But that's fine. I don't care.
He has a wig in The Lord of the Rings. He's got like a nice long flowing gold hair.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But I like it. But
yeah.
I mean like an alternate idea. If you wanted to get like wacky and like go back to like, MCU callback.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Matt Damon from the theater show.
Oh my god! No, that'd be so good.
From the fucking theater show in Ragnarok.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick. Holy fuck. That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
That is. Ooh.
Dude, Matt Damon would be fucking funny as shit.
That would be so funny.
But also Carl Urban would be sick.
Yeah. Okay. So that make okay. So I also have one from the show, like one from the films, and then one from like out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this, I feel like this is almost kind of a cop out in itself, but I feel like this one actually, out of all of the ones that I have, very plausible.
Hmm.
And this is Natalie Portman, Lady Thor.
Oh,
Because
little foreshadow.
we know, yeah, we know it's coming. We know Love and Thunder's happening. I think we tease it a little bit. Put her in there.
That'd be kind of cool.
You know what I mean?
That'd be a cool little teaser because everyone would be like, "Huh? They're already pushing? They're already pushing
Yeah.
this?"
Because I feel like that has a chance just because it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they already have probably her screen testing with costumes. Just get her on set for a day. Let's do it.
I'd love to see her in like the helmet because
Yeah.
I think they're gonna give her the helmet when she does it.
Yeah, the helmet definitely helps sell the Lady Thor costume.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down for that. I like that.
Yeah. And then my Mimi one, or like my other Elseworld one, is Liam Hemsworth.
His
it,
brother.
yeah, so it like looks as close to Thor as possible, but it doesn't. And it's unsettling, and that's it.
They'd probably put him in like a big ass muscle suit because he's so much smaller than
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth. But like, yeah,
I just think it would be funny because it's like you look at him and you're like Thor, and he's like yeah, and you're like no, and he's like
no.
yeah.
I thought of that too, but I was like, nah, he's too small. But yeah, I like that idea. It'd be good for a meme
Yeah, it's just a funny
if you're
one.
trying to make a funny joke out of it. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right, who do you want to tackle next then? Because those are all I got for Thor.
Um, let's go Cap, I guess.
Okay.
We'll go the big three. We'll do Cap.
Okay.
I went first last time. You go.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you saw this, but on Reddit, circling around between YouTube, Reddit, social media, there was a deep fake of John Krasinski as Captain America recreating one of the scenes from the original Avengers film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks good. Like I could see him doing it.
You know, I did think of him for this role, but I didn't pick him. I didn't pick him.
That's my first. That's like my non-universe pick.
I didn't pick him because I want him as Reed Richards.
Yeah,
So I didn't
agree.
want them to
Like some of these actors, you want to save.
Yeah. But is that all you have? You don't have a secondary?
I do have a secondary. I'll throw it out there. I thought we were gonna go back and forth. All right.
Okay.
My secondary. They're already doing it, so this is another tease. Haley Atwell comes back as Peggy Carter
Oh,
to become either Captain America or Captain Britain. And then, so we see it in the Marvel What If animated show, and then
Yeah.
we see it here.
that'd be sick.
Would
I
be
would like
sick.
that too. Lady America.
It'd be sick. She could still be a captain.
Yeah. I have like two picks, but I really just went for like fucking male heartthrobs that like aren't in the MCU.
We're putting Hugh Jackman, Captain America.
No, absolutely not. He's too fucking old. I had my like runner up, I guess, was fucking Chris Pine because like he's got the look,
Love Chris Pine.
and I think Chris Pine could pull that suit off. I think he'd look pretty good in it. And my main pick, because he doesn't get enough love, we're going with old Army Hammer. We're putting him in the suit.
That is true. He does not get enough love.
And I think I don't know. I like Army Hammer. I think he's good.
Yeah, I can see
I don't
that.
think I don't think he gets enough respect. So
Did he not win anything for Call Me by Your Name?
I think he did. But I like when's the last time you really saw Army Hammer after Call Me by Your Name? You know,
It was that.
I mean, like,
that's when I saw
yeah,
it.
exactly. Like it's been a while since we've seen him in some
Yeah, it was
mainstream
like Man
shit.
from Uncle, and then that, and then
Yeah,
I feel like I saw his name attached to something recently that's like coming up, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
Is he on the
Haven't seen.
Nile? Like that movie? The guy
Oh,
with
he
the-
might be in that. Yeah,
Oh.
I wrote something on the Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. My picks are pretty basic for that, but I mean, I don't know. I just wanted someone who looks like Cap. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought of
agree.
the-
It's like you
I
want to
thought
find.
of the main.
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought of the main actor from The Boys, the guy who plays
Yeah,
Homelander.
I also thought of Homelander, but like he just has this face that like I can't tell if he's just a genius actor or if he genuinely always looks like he's about to murder somebody. And like I think it's the latter. I think that's just his face.
Yeah,
So
his acting in that show is just like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, but he's like happy to do it. Like it's for
yeah.
freaky shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. I passed on
Also,
him.
I'm looking at Army Hammer's record right now. One, he was in Cars 3, so good for him.
Hey,
It says he was in Sorry to Bother You, which I haven't seen, but I've heard is very good. And that was 2018.
um, I think I saw that. Is that like isn't that on Netflix? It's like a Netflix movie.
I don't know if it's a Netflix movie, but it's
No,
a
it's that
Spike
fucking
Lee
movie.
crazy ass
Oh,
movie.
oh my god, dude! I did watch that movie. That movie was so fucking weird.
Hmm.
Holy shit! I saw it on Hulu.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Very, very strange movie. The trailer was great though. I
Hmm.
like the trailer more than the movie.
Yeah. So he's still doing work. Just
Yeah,
none of it is like, I guess, the huge like star role.
yeah. But I don't know. I guess moving on.
Sorry, when I Google Army Hammer, the first thing that comes up is Arm and Hammer toothbrushes.
Yeah, the
That's
old Arm and
tough.
Hammer.
That's tough. Yeah. So we should move on. Hold up. So we did Thor, Cap, Iron Man. All right, let's jump to Hulk. I feel like Hulk's
Yeah.
good.
Oh
So
yeah.
I feel like both of mine are cop outs. So I'll let you go first.
I had so I was trying to find someone who's like kind of like a nerdy dude, like,
Hmm.
but also can kind of pull comedy because like I feel like if you're gonna show the Hulk or like an alternate Bruce Banner, you should make it kind of funny.
Sure.
I picked Jason Bateman. I feel like seeing Jason Bateman turn into the Hulk or him being
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
Hulk would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
that would be really weird. That's funny.
yeah. So I just went straight for Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other like funny, scrawny dudes. Like, what about the dude who plays the Beast? We were talking about him last podcast.
Oh, Nicholas Holt.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be good too. That'd be
He could
cool.
also be pretty good, but it'd also be like typecast because he's Beast.
Yeah, I mean, but like mine are typecast, so
Yeah, a little bit,
yeah.
but that's all right.
So were those all your options?
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mine, we get back Eric Bana or Edward Norton.
Oh yes, I thought
Those-
of fucking old Eddie.
That's what I'm talking about. So Eric Bana is the original Hulk before Edward Norton.
Oh, was he in the Ang Lee Hulk from
Yeah.
like 2003? Yeah.
So
Okay.
I just want the Hulk back being the Hulk. I just feel like that'd be Edward Norton probably has the funny thing you're talking about.
Yeah,
I feel like both of those would be just so fucking like that's a callback.
those would
Especially
both
Edward
be
Norton.
those would both be good callbacks. But I the only reason I didn't pick Edward Norton is because I felt like he wouldn't do it.
Oh,
I felt
probably
like he
not.
would be like, fuck no, because he was like he left the MCU because he was like, fuck this.
Yeah, but do you think
So-
Sam Raimi could convince him? Because he's a persistent
I think-
dude. He's an interesting dude.
He is. I listen, dude. If they get Edward Norton back as like some kind of cameo for the Hulk, that'd be sick. I would
Yeah.
love that because he's
Yeah.
fucking good. He's a
Yeah.
great actor.
Genius actor. And honestly,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't seen it, there's an episode of Chef Show, which is John Favreau's like cooking show, where
Yeah.
he does an episode making bread with Sam Raimi. And like
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard Sam Raimi talk, so like I assumed he was like a certain I guess I just like assumed what I thought he would be like. He is
Yeah.
nothing what I thought he would be like. So like if you want to know who Sam Raimi is, watch that episode. Like you get such an in-depth look into this dude's brain. I feel like he could convince Edward Norton to do anything. So we will see.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
All right. So now moving on to the last character that we both chose, or at least that we both know that we both chose.
Oh
And
yeah.
that is Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
So give me some cuts. I feel like mine are both bad, but they're both not because I'd see it anyway.
A person I picked is because I feel like I've said this before, like obviously not on the podcast, but I've definitely said this before as like a recast
Sure.
because I just love this actress, and she also is someone who doesn't get enough love. John, you've seen Underworld.
Oh my yo!
Mila Jovovich, we're putting her in.
She's not in
I
fucking
fuck-
Underworld. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's the fucking main actress in Underworld.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Nah, it's Cap. I'm gonna Google it right now. I think the main actress in
That's
Underworld is
not,
Kate Blanchett, isn't it? Or no, it's not. Kate Beckinsale.
No, who's the fucking Mila Jovovich?
Resident Evil.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I get those two
Okay.
mixed up all the fucking time. Sorry, guys.
That's fair.
I'm
They're
an
kind of
idiot.
similar.
But Mila Jovovich, dude.
Honestly,
Fucking.
I could see both of them. Mila Jovovich, Kate Beckinsale, great actors.
I thought about Kate Beckinsale too, but I thought Kate Beckinsale. Well, Kate Beckinsale is also. Fuck, how old is she?
Age is just a number, bro. We're going.
That's true. I thought about it like,
It's
how old was this person
Simpson.
10 years ago? But yeah, I love Kate Beckinsale, and I also love Mila Jovovich. Both of
Yeah.
them.
You know, I think it was this week. We just didn't. It wasn't one of the articles that we chose, but somebody had like, I don't even know how they did it, but they found the most violent killers in all of film, and
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich has the most kills in any out of any actor.
Are you serious?
It's like 15,000 or like some crazy ass number because she's just mowing down zombies, right? So like,
Yeah. I mean, I believe that.
yeah,
But
like,
she's badass.
yeah.
They're both badass. I don't know. I wish they both are totally fucking underrepresented.
Yeah,
Like-
Mila Jovovich definitely deserves like a more I don't want to say professional, but like a more mainstream role. You know, like she always takes like the films that kind of end up being like really like niche or campy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean campy in production. I just mean like they end up becoming cult classics.
Right.
But like her initial debut, I forget what the film. What was that film? It wasn't Sixth Sense. It was something like that though. But like it was really really popular and like she exploded. And now it's
Right.
like she's doing Resident Evil. She's doing like Monster Hunter and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean I love them both. I always said Underworld. I said Mila Jovovich, but I literally thought of both of them.
Yeah.
I was like, I think they're both fucking great. They both would look just like they would be perfect in the Black Widow role. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I'm riding with.
Sorry, I'm trying to find her like Mila Jovovich's like starting film. Oh, The Fifth Element. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
that's what you were kind of talking about.
I knew it had a number in it. That's why I said Sixth Sense.
It's The Fifth Element and Sixth Sense. They're both like super close.
Numbers. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so mine probably not good, but I'm gonna say them anyway. So the first one, we're gonna put Anne Hathaway in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I want to see her dye her hair. I don't know why. I like her as Catwoman. So she's got the female superhero range. We know.
Yeah, that's true.
So we slot
That's
her in
very
there. Have a great time. I think she could do it. I feel like I've seen her in enough films. Yeah.
She probably could. Yeah, I feel like it'd be so weird to see her like alongside everyone else. But I guess you're really not going to see her alongside everyone else in a cameo. So
Yeah. Also, I do think that Black Widow also has a good chance of being in it. Because if you
Yeah.
are trying to use these cameos to tell like an actual serious moment,
yeah,
Black Widow being dead, right?
yeah,
I
it
feel
would
like
be-
all of a sudden she shows up and you're like, oh my God.
and it's not her.
Yeah. Or like maybe they just straight up bring Scarlett Johansson back, but like it's just heart wrenching because she's dead.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool too.
Yeah. And then anyway, my other pick is Emma Stone.
Ooh,
Because I love Emma Stone so much.
I like her too.
And I
Wish
honestly,
she acted more.
yeah. Could she do this? I really don't know. But
I don't. You know what's weird? I don't think she
believe it.
would.
I don't know if she would, but I don't even know if she can. That's my like.
Yeah, she's not really like an action movie kind of.
But
Act-
she did it in Zombieland 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
I don't know. I would just love to see her. I would hope that when you sell it to her, or like it expand. You know, like you should try it. Like it's just a cameo. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like, but you can just you can experience what it is to be in a superhero film, even if just to be
Yeah.
on set for a day.
I feel like her face would be like so weird to see as Black Widow,
That's
but
what I'm
like it would
saying.
definitely be like jarring to see it. You know, it'd be like, holy shit, that's Emma Stone. What the
But
fuck?
I'd love to see it. I mean,
Yeah.
well, she did. She was Gwen Stacy, so like.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like in like the Black Widow guys.
No,
you know,
yeah,
like,
I
just
agree.
in that suit, like
Yeah.
she turns around and it's her face. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. I think we should
it's
set
a
this
very
up.
jarring thing.
Yeah, we set this up, and then we go back to Sony, and we say, "Look, people like this," and then we go give her a Spider Gwen film.
Spider Gwen, hell yeah,
That'd be
I
sick.
like that.
So,
That'd be awesome.
yeah. So anyway, after this, I just asked Billy to pick one or two like random characters. So
Yeah,
just give me one. Give me what you got.
these are kind of just like I kind of picked these like just because I like them, not because
Sure.
like I thought they were. I didn't think they were funny or just like crazy or anything. But I did Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Timmy Chalamet
Mm.
because he's the obvious choice. If it's not Tom Holland, he
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
Spider-Man, and I feel like people would freak out about that.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
And plus, like obviously, like in Dune now, he's with Zendaya next to Zendaya.
Hmm.
I feel like it just lines up. Like the stars
Sure,
have just
sure.
aligned for that.
So,
Um,
do you have
but
another
yeah,
Spider-Man pick? Or are you good?
no, that's it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut you off because I also have a Spider-Man pick,
Holy.
and I think that this is the one that I actually think is the most plausible, just based on pure stupidity.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes, I think Sam
Holy.
Raimi. I think he calls Toby and he's like, "It's pizza time."
That would be fucking fire. Dude,
It would
people
be
would lose their
wild.
shit.
And it's just I'm talking just a small one. Like he just jumps in and like it's the original Spider-Man suit and you go, "Holy fuck." And then he takes the helmet off, like he takes the fucking mask off. It's fucking Tobey Maguire.
You know what's so fucked up about that? I
Hmm.
think Tobey Maguire would do it
That's what
because
I'm talking about.
he left. Like the reason Spider-Man for Tobey Maguire ended is because Sam Raimi left,
Hmm.
and Tobey Maguire was like, "I'm not doing this anymore
That's what I'm
if Sam
talking
Raimi's
about.
not there."
Sam's like, "Let's do it one more time."
Ooh, woo! I love it, dude.
It's
People would fucking
insanity.
die. That's actually like I feel like they would fuck around with that. They
That's what
would
I'm
love to
talking
do that
about.
shit.
Oh, it'd be
Oh,
crazy.
that could be sick. Um, I had one more.
Mm.
I did Captain Marvel.
Holy.
Um, and
Everybody wants a recast.
everybody wants a recast, and I picked fucking Emily Blunt because I just want her in the MCU somewhere.
Yeah, okay. See, for
She'll
me,
probably
that'd
be
be like
Invisible
the
Woman. I hope so.
yeah, I was
But
about to say that'd be my John Krasinski moment where I'd be like, don't cast him because we're gonna cast him later.
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought of. But I was like, you know what? We're putting her in
Hmm.
because she deserves to be here. She deserves to be somewhere.
That's true. Great actress.
But I don't know. They would. I don't think they'd bring in Captain Marvel for this movie at all.
Yeah,
I
that's
just thought
fair.
of it.
No, I agree. The
Yeah.
last one I have is recasting Doctor Strange himself.
Holy. I thought of this too.
Yeah. So there's two of them here. Honestly, both of these actors are so high quality that I would probably save them for other roles.
Yeah.
But one, Keanu Reeves, because
Oh,
he was originally rumored to be one of like the main people in the running for Doctor Strange.
yeah. He would have been fucking sick.
Yeah, so that'd be cool to see him. And then the other one is Javier Bardem.
Oh shit. That'd be
Yeah,
freaky.
just because I just like him as an actor, and I feel like he could bring some sauce.
He would be a fantastic like Doctor Strange villain. I feel like.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to like save Javier Bardem to be a villain somewhere, especially on like Skyfall was insane.
Yeah, dude. He was fucking amazing in that.
Yeah,
He's a great actor.
hmm
He
but
was
I would
in
love to see it.
that Pirates of the Caribbean movie too. He was
Yeah,
freaky
yeah.
in that.
Was
But
he
obviously,
wasn't Davy
Skyfall.
Jones, was he? Or no, he was like
He was like
it was Pirates 4, right?
no, I think it was the last one. He
Oh,
was like a
5.
ghost pirate. He was like a Spaniard ghost pirate or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
Yeah, I
he
do
was
remember that.
he was just I mean, he pulls off like freaky, like creepy villains really well. So
Yeah, love it.
yeah, great guy, great actor.
Yeah. Nice. So those are all of mine. Do you have any left or
No, I don't have any left.
all right.
I
Well,
feel like a fool that I didn't pick Tobey Maguire, but that's okay. Yeah,
yeah.
at least
Honestly, when we were talking earlier, I thought that we had like I didn't want to like explain it, like say my things, but I
yeah.
was like we probably both picked Toby Maguire, but I was surprised. But honestly, Timothy Chalamet, like if you can't get Toby Maguire, to me that makes sense.
Timothy Chalamet, or you could do Andrew Garfield. I bet
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield would do it.
get all of them, all
Do
three
them
of them.
all. Bring them all in.
Oh God, Sam Raimi, King of Spiders.
The
All
Spider.
right. Well, anyway, that wraps up our show for this week.
Yeah,
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching, obviously. Don't forget
obviously,
to
yeah.
like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any recasts for the Marvel universe that you would like to see in Multitude of Madness or whatever multiverse of madness, let us know. And honestly, let Disney know, because they probably haven't figured it out yet. So
Yeah, please do. Any wacky cameo suggestion ideas would be sick. Love to
yeah,
see him.
Howard the Duck as Iron Man.
Oh my
That would
god.
be sick.
Seth Green? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, for next week, we are going to be going back to a pilot review, and we are going to take on Amazon's Emmy award-winning Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's right.
We're going to be reviewing episode 1.
We're on the Prime kick. We're going through Amazon's vault. So
Yeah, and honestly, I love Mrs. Maisel. I think it's one of the best shows, if not the best show on Amazon Prime. So
John has very high praise for it.
Yeah, I'm a little
got me
scared.
on The Boys. So now we're here.
yeah, I remember the Boys episode 1 being like a crazy killer. I don't remember if this episode is like super intense. Like, oh, I got to keep watching.
Yeah,
I know the show's good. I'm trying to remember if the pilot's like a killer, but I guess we'll find out, right? So
we'll find out.
yeah, stay tuned for next week. Watch it, come back, listen to us talk, discuss it, maybe discuss it in the comments.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been John. Billy's been Billy. And
Thanks for watching.
yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.